My name is Dr. Rahman Siddiqui, aka Pakistani Pepper. I'm a Google certified educator and high school teacher. Today I'm going to show you some relatively quick ways to share Google Slides with a collaborator, make edits to Google Slides, and some quick tips on how to make lessons slightly more accessible for your students. So let's head on over to the PC and find out how. Begin by going to google.com. Here in the top right corner, sign in to your account. From here, in the top right corner, click on the Apps button and go to your Slides. At this point, you should see a list of any of the recent slides that you have opened. Let's say I want to create a new one. Here, I can start typing everything I would like. But that's obviously a lot of work. So another option that I have actually is that instead of creating from scratch, I can use a lesson plan that I already have. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to once again go to google.com, and from here, from the Apps button, I'm going to go to Drive. At this point, I'm going to go to New, and I'm going to say File Upload. From here, I'm going to go to Downloads, and I'm going to go to a lesson that I already have created. So as you can see, this is a PowerPoint, but I don't want to look at it, I want to edit it. So what I'm going to say is, I'm going to say Open with Google Slides. And now it's actually converting it into a Google Slides presentation, the same exact way that I had it here. I'm ready to start teaching, but I also have a co-teacher that I want to share this with because they have to make their own edits. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the top right and I'm going to click on Share. Here, I'm going to type the email address of the teacher that I want to share it with. My co-teacher is named Sample Teacher. I've also worked with their brother, Example Teacher. So, now that this has been shared with that person, notice how I made sure that the person could edit the file because I'm sharing it with Sample Teacher. So now let's go to another window, and now we're going to log in as Sample Teacher. Now the teacher is again going to go to their Drive, and they should see in their Shared With Me the lesson plan that somebody has just shared with them, their co-teacher. They are also going to open it up in Google Slides, and now they can make all the edits that they want. The greatest thing about this is that you don't have multiple versions of every file floating around. So now I can start making the edits that I want on this lesson. Maybe I don't need the learning target to be this huge, so I'm gonna say let's make that 24, so we have a little more room for something else. Now they're saying read the primary source nonviolence as means and summarize what Gandhi wants. So maybe here I can also include a quote by Gandhi about nonviolence. So here I can copy the image, and then using Ctrl+V, I can paste that image. So maybe students will better understand what this means in terms of the nonviolence. Now, success criteria, that's fine. Maybe I want this to be a little more visible, so I'm going to make this 30. And then I can actually, because I want students to be able to check these off, I can make this checkmark signs. So now students can actually check these off. Now this is a lot of text, and this picture, again, not very visible. So maybe I want the British East India Company, so maybe I want a smaller video that might convey these ideas. So instead of the image, I'm going to go to Insert, and I'm going to insert a video. Notice how it gives me a YouTube angle right there to start making the edit. So I say East India Company History. So you never want a drastically high video. So let's say we've got a 44-minute video, 16-minute, 58-minute, 14 minutes, 7 minutes, 9 minutes. So I'll include this video, and now when I click on it, it will start playing as soon as I open the slide.
This video was made.
That allows me to play this video, read the text, and then students can get a better understanding. Now, this is the vocabulary, correct? The partition of India and the Muslim League. Again, maybe I want to add something slightly more different. So I'm going to go to Insert, and I'm going to say Search the Web. And here, I'm going to search Partition of India Map. And notice how it says it shows us the 1946 map and the 1947 map. I'll insert them both. See, I made that more visual. And the Muslim League, maybe I want to insert another image. So I can say Muslim League India. And then we start seeing their pictures. I can add them as well. Notice how it added them side by side, so I can show students the map as I'm playing it. Now, here we have, again, one picture with a lot of text, so maybe here I want a smaller biography as well. So I'll take this out and I'll say Insert Video once again, and this time I'll say Biography Gandhi. So here, 21 minutes, 6 minutes, 10 minutes, 3 minutes, not too bad. So 3 minutes, let's add this one. Once again, we have a video there that allows us to understand this idea. Now, civil disobedience, that's a big idea, right? So maybe here I decide that I want to add an entirely new slide on civil disobedience. And here, I'll go ahead and this time from the internet, I'll look something up and I'll say civil disobedience explained. This image basically that can be used for this lesson. So here, I'll once again go and I'll paste it right here to take up the entire slide, in fact, which again works just fine. And that's my new slide. Now the Salt March, and as you can see, here, maybe I want this a little bit clearer. So I'll go to 36 and maybe I'll bold this and underline it and maybe even make it red. So finally, I can come here and I can add the summary for what we learned today and students can go over their ideas. But basically, the whole idea behind this is that sample teacher right here is doing the work that we would be doing on different emails, and they would send the email back and they would say, now this is my edited version, and then you have multiple versions of the same file. No more. Because all the changes that sample teacher made here, now they can sign out. And now I can go into my other email. And if I go to my presentation. Now notice how it says sample teacher edited today. I'll open it once again and I should see all the changes that sample teacher made right down to the video. So if they edited something that I don't like, I can also click up here and we see the full list of changes that they made. And as you can see, it's actually changing what they added. So I can go back to those versions if they went crazy with the edits, but they didn't. So I don't need to do any of that. So once I've done all that, thank you, we can start presenting by hitting the present here. So that's how two teachers were able to collaborate on one document. So with this information, you should be able to share your Google Slides with another teacher and collaborate with them without having multiple versions of the same file floating around. You should also be able to make some slight changes to lesson plans so that students can access that information. If you have any questions, please be sure to leave them in the comments below. and I'll be certain to get to them as well as I can. This is Pakistani Pepper saying peace out, stay peppery, and don't forget, sometimes life's best lessons are in the stories we hear least. Have an awesome day, guys.